Welcome everybody to the Velocity Dirt Touring Series. Tonight we got the street stocks at Kokomo. We got the heat races in B main tonight. I'll give you a question right off in heat one. Who do you see out here? Who's the favorite to win this heat?
I'm gonna have to go with the defending last week's winner. I'm gonna go with Zach Staggs in the 79 car.
Stig's looking fast. We got a pretty stacked heat here tonight. A lot of winners. You got Foxworth, Hayes, Juniors won. Lock Dill in the rear along with Kendrick Hom. There's going to be some fast cars here tonight. And Rob Charette in the 71. This is his first race here at the Velocity Dirt Touring Series. Excited to see what he can do.
Very tricky racetrack. Obviously, it's very wide, but usually pretty bottom dominant. But there is quite a little bit of bank in there at the top. Might see some guys try that top as we're getting ready to come to green flag. Pace lights are off.
We saw in practice earlier a lot of wobbling cars. There's a lot of jumps as we head green. We got Foxworth with great jumping. How about that? Alex Hayes just won a feature a couple races ago. He's on the inside of the 29 of Foxworth. See cars.
It was a 71 on the bottom, got tight. Yeah, the tires being pulled out makes it very tricky to run that bottom line.
We saw cars following each other. Kind of difficult to see through these street stocks with these tires out. We'll see if that makes an impact the rest of the race. But we got Zach Staggs working for that 4th spot as Daniel George Jr. jumps into that 3rd spot. And you see those tires, those front lefts just jumping. See if that has an impact the rest of the race. But it's Foxworth holding out that lead.
As you see a battle, though, we got Cooper spun around, but he gets it back going. You take a look through the field. We got a battle for the transfer spot between Staggs and Dill. Looks like Staggs slips up in the 07. Gets really tight and then sideways. Almost contact there with the 3 car.
First of 3 heat races here tonight. Fresh track here. Looks like Rob Charette riding that high line. Looking smooth up there. We have top 4 transferring directly into the A main. As Zach Staggs is holding that position in the 79 as Dill gets past the 71 of Charette. But Kendrick Hom trying to make that outside line work.
Looks like the 07 is catching the 79 here. Might have a battle for the transfer spot. Throw a blanket over those 3 cars for the transfer spot. As you can also see, the 3 of Kendrick Hom looks to be sliding up to the top, trying to find some grip up there. As Foxworth still gone with the lead as Alex Hayes 2nd and Junior 3rd.
And how about, just as you were talking, Dill in the 07 looking at the inside of the 79 for that 4th and final transfer spot. And it is big in this series as we get 2 to go to get into that transfer spot because you never know what's happening in these B mains.
Here we go, down the backstretch, coming to the white flag here. Battle for the transfer spot. Clean so far.
Making a move around 71 of Charette. Keep an eye on this 4th and final transfer spot as Foxworth has the lead by about half a lap. So he'll come and take the
contact.
Staggs up, 07 of Dill to the inside. He'll take that transfer spot. 79 in the 1st on the outside looking in. Hom in the 3 car finishing 6th. But it's your winner in the 29 starting on the pole. Jonathan Foxworth taking that one.
Good job by him. I mean, just perfectly executed that one. Alex with a great run in 2nd, though, as well. He's been so good at these street stocks so far.
How about that for heat number 1? Just a huge battle for that 4th transfer spot. It's an exciting way to start out. And here we got heat number 2, another 8 cars in this one, top 4 transfer. And what do you see here?
I'm going to go with Kendrick Tosh in this one. I feel like he's another guy who I feel like a lot of times will start mid-pack towards the rear. Sometimes doesn't really get the best of luck on draws, but always is coming forward every time he's on track.
And that 34 Holzmeister, good-looking car there. He's always quick. We got a couple new guys in here. That's 7 of Hunter LaJoy. Tough luck draw starting in that A spot, but seeing that 3 of Schroetland too. You can see in all the other leagues that he's running, he is that low line warrior. Starting on the inside, can he do anything to start this race?
I mean, I think the bottom's still very, very good. I don't really feel like the top's come in yet as we're coming to the green this time by.
21 of Ron, your point leader here in the series. See if he can do anything as we're going green and Wireball in the 9. Red, white, and blue taking off that lead.
I pulled away really, really good there. It's blanket over the top 3.
Contact back there with Holzmeister and Daniel George Sr. as we got a 3-wide battle for the lead. Ron Wireball, and there's 11 of Kinzer Tosh.
To the bottom.
9 of Wireball up top. Gets in the
Contact
rear of
with
Ron.
Looks like Tosh in the lead, throwing the slide job. Looks like the 21 going to try to cross him back over here. Side by side for lead. Contact.
Disappears right there. We'll see what happens side by side out of 2.
Wireball still holding on to that 3rd place spot, trying to hold off the 34 car. Still a great battle here for the lead as Tosh looking for another one of those slide jobs on the bottom. Doesn't quite clear the 21 into 3. Tosh looks like he will. It's going to be the 21 at the line that time by.
How many slide jobs do you even see in street stocks? But Kinzer's throwing it all at him. As Holzmeister gets past the 9 of Wireball. Wireball in that final transfer spot as Hunter LaJoy trying to look into that top 4 and contact.
Tosh almost goes around. It's going to work in his favor, though, as he's going to get a gap on the 21 because of that top 3 pulling away from the field here. As you can see, Wireball going to the bottom, trying to find something there as LaJoy looks to the outside for the pass.
Good battle in there. A little bit of a gap towards that 6th place of Corbin Giesler. Hunter LaJoy looking to the outside.
Got a battle here. And this is for that final transfer spot. Looks like LaJoy will clear him, goes to the top with 2 laps to go. Wireball on the bottom, gets sideways, and LaJoy starting to pull away.
To the front, see if there's anything going on there. Kinzer Tosh with a 2-car length gap on the 21 of Ron. And, ooh, caution out there. Looks like Schroepman.
Big damage.
See what happened there.
Drives on the bottom and flips the tire. Destroys the front end of the car.
That is a too good looking sharp car for that to be hitting a tire, wouldn't you say?
No doubt.
Not too much damage for absolutely smoking a tractor tire.
It doesn't look to be that bad. Front end bouncing a lot, but Kokomo definitely a bumpy racetrack. As you can see, it looks like the bottom's actually getting even faster. It looks like that cushion has not been pushed up that much yet. I'm sure by the time the B mains roll around that the top will start to come in there at the end.
We do our Delaware restarts here. That's when the leader is all by himself. Kinzer Tosh will be all by himself with the 21 in second, being able to choose inside or outside. Looks like he'll take the inside with Holzmeister outside that second row. Now there's 1 to go too, so a lot on the line. Everybody bunched back up. Let's see if anybody can take advantage of this, as we'll be taking the green, and it is not a green-white checkered. We're going white flag right away. Holzmeister to the outside of Ron. They're battling, but let's keep an eye on that transfer spot. How about the 90?
3 cars to the transfer spot. Wireball trying to make something happen on the top. LaJoy gets tight. The 90 will sneak by to get the final transfer spot. What a job he did coming from the back into a transfer spot. Great racing there.
It's Kinzer
Tosh.
Take your victory lane there. You have to feel for that 7 of Hunter LaJoy. Ran a great race first time here with the velocity, but looking on the outside end, gonna have to run that B main.
We are here.
As we'll get to our final heat race of the night, 7 cars. And looking at this list, we got some fast cars here. But I'm looking right in that last spot of Matt Dickerson in that 44. I think he's been the most consistent one here. We'll see what he can do. It's a small track. You don't have many laps. We'll see what he can do to get in that top 4.
Definitely, you gotta capitalize early, especially as well with when the track's bottom dominant. I feel like you have got to capitalize on the restarts. You've got to go, because once it single files, it's much harder to get around that car in front of you. My pick for this one, I'm gonna go with Mitch Webb in the 1.
We also have some new cars here. The 44 of Anton Nelson. Welcome to the Velocity Dirt Touring Series. Is the
What a start.
36 of Kenny Taylor. This will be
First
his second
race gets pole draw. It's definitely a warm welcome to the series.
Let's keep an eye on the 22 of Harrison Dill, getting better and better each race. But we're going green. Great start. Not sure what Kenny Taylor is doing on that outside, but Anton Nelson, welcome to the league. He's got the first lap in the lead.
Let's look back to the field for that transfer spot right now. Mitch Webb, along with Michael Menez, going to go at it here for the transfer spot.
A lot of these cars you're seeing throughout the first 3 heat races, it's that first lap, they just can't see where the tires, and then they tone on in, and then they're good.
It looks like that top might be working there for the 36. Oh, is a Mitch Webb into the infield tire. Somehow keeps it going.
Not too much damage.
Surprisingly,
on it either.
not a lot of damage. Yeah, it's surprisingly, there's a hard impact.
I think you hit it on the head for the
lead.
preview of the heat race. It's all about your starts. As you can see, the 257 a little further back, and the 44 Matt Dickerson back.
Oh,
contact!
Menez to the infield. Looks like the green will stay out. We will stay green here. Not what he wanted to see, but as Dill will take the race lead. As you see Jordan starting to work his way up there in the 257 in that current transfer spot.
And just like that, got the 44 of Matt Dickerson coming back.
Knocking on the door for the transfer spot. 3-car battle. There's contact, and around the 257 goes. We'll bring out your first Rocky Top Yellow of this race. Looks like Jordan might have came down a little bit. A little bit of a racing deal there. Looks like both cars will be set to continue. No damage, it appears.
Take a look at the start of this one, and looks like the 44 at fault for that one. We have a tap rule. If you're at fault, you can tap, and the other driver gets their spot back. Looks like he'll take that 3rd position, which is huge. You got to be in that top 4 to move on. You do not want to jump into that B main.
No, not at all. Especially at, a track of this style. I feel like track position is going to be very, very important early. So even if you make that B main and you make the transfer, you're still going to be starting way back in the back as we take 20 cars to the feature here tonight.
How about that 22 of Harrison Dill out in the lead? We have the 36 of Kenny Taylor looking strong in that 2nd spot. 2nd race here with us. As we only have a handful of laps to go as we're going green. 257 Avengers is a great start.
A lot of racing going on. Keep an eye out for that transfer spot once again, as it's currently Matt Dickerson in the 44 car holding on to it. Michael Menez gets tight. Around goes the 36 and collecting the 44 car as we are under yellow once again.
We'll take a look at what happened there. This looks like Kenny Taylor just a little too heavy into the corner there. Collects injuries, and a couple other cars involved after that. We'll have to keep an eye on damage. So do you want to give up that much that much track position with only 3 laps to go?
Which in street stocks, aren't naturally an aero reliant car, especially at this racetrack too. It's not really too much of a factor, but steering definitely very important here. As the pace car is off, it'll be Harrison Dill leading them to the green here, Delaware start.
And how about that? The car's battling for the transfer spot, all transfer
involved
spots now.
Yeah.
Let's see who's outside of the transfer spot. 44 of Anton Nelson and Matt Dickerson outside looking in. We'll see. We're on lap 7 out of 10 here. So they'll take the 1 to go. As the pace truck pulls off. Harrison Dill in the sharp-looking 22, taking her to green.
Green flag is out. So we only have 3 laps remaining. It'll be Dill in the lead. Webb and the 257 of Jordan battling side by side there for the 2nd place spot. as we got the battle for the transfer spot right behind them. Throw a blanket over those 3 cars for the transfer spot. Big contact, and around we go again. Another caution and big damage on the front end of Michael Menez.
Tough go for the rookie here in the 44 of Anton Nelson. And the vet of 44 of Matt Dickerson. We'll see what happened here.
Looks like Menez gets up into Webb, but the 044 just spun out in front of Dickerson there. Nowhere for him to go. A lot of contact there.
I think Dickerson in the 44 has been involved in each caution. We'll see what
Yup.
he can do in the last couple laps here.
Yeah, it'll be a green-white checkered. I think that Dickerson's going to have to get up on the wheel, get aggressive here, and try to win him, or get at least that transfer spot, or at least finish 5th to, you know, make his starting spot better for that B main. But it's been a rough start for his race. But Harrison Dill, still controlling this one, has been able to avoid all of the chaos. Mitch Webb knocking on the door. See what he can do here is Michael Menez with a lot of front end damage. I wonder if there's any steering damage on that car and how will it affect his handling, and see if he can hold on to that transfer spot. It's off of turn number 4.
No green,
Green
white
flag.
checkers in this one, so we'll go straight to the white
Right.
flag. A lot on the line is Kenny Taylor in the 36. Oh, contact
Whoa, and
there. Wonder what
Michael
happened
Menez
there. Just got right
spin
into
Mitch
him.
Webb. Green
There's
flag's loud, it's
4
white
cars
flag.
remaining. Checkered flag for the 22 of Harrison Dillon. How about that? We talked about him all night. Look at that 4th spot. It's Matt Dickerson lucks his way into a transfer spot. It's all worth it in the end.
The 22 car picking up his first heat win of the Velocity Dirt Tour.
And he looked
A rookie
good
of this
doing
year as
it.
well. Yeah, I mean, pulled away, kept the nose clean all day, did a very good job of avoiding the chaos, had a great run there. And like we talked about, him being a rookie coming in, I believe this is only, what, his 3rd street stock appearance, and already putting one on the books for a heat race win as we get into our B mains.
You saw how excited the 257 Jordan Endries revving at him.
Yeah.
Great to see a win out of the 22 of Harrison Dill. At a tough track, too. It's very hard to race
Yeah.
this track. But he was able to look solid. And he gets that
Who do you got
top
here?
12 redraw. Looking at the list here, I think the 79 of Staggs getting that pole.
Yep.
Looks like a rookie on the outside, first race. But Mitch Webb in that 1 car right behind him, he is fast in anything that he runs.
Yep, I was going to say, I think that I had Zach Staggs for my pick in that heat race, couldn't get it done. But I think that him starting pole here, he's so good if you put him out front. I think that he's definitely going to be my pick for this one right here.
Keep
2
an
great
eye
looking
on
cars
the
there in the back.
99 of Cockrell as well as the 3 of Stroutland. See what happens there. The 30 of Mike Menace tagging the rear for this one for that last lap incident. But as the pace truck pulls off, we'll see how this one plays out as 79 of Zach Staggs leads him to green.
Green flag is out off into turn number 1. Staggs looking to pull away as a battle here. Kendrick Hom currently riding out that transfer spot. Mitch Webb on the bottom trying to make something happen. Is big contact between that was Cooper, or excuse me, that was Wireball and Scrotland there that made contact. All of them keep it straight and they continue to roll. There's a huge pile of cars right here in this back half. I feel like if you were in this position, you gotta pull away from it in order to try to go chase down a transfer spot. As we've got one way sideways.
More contact there. It's looking like an ordinary street stock race, but we'll be keeping an eye on that 8th position. We'll be taking 8 cars into the A main here tonight.
I feel like that's right where that battle's at. One of those guys have got to pull away from that big stack of cars. It's Kendrick Hom ripping the top, trying to make that line work. So it does appear that it is starting to move up. Looks like the groove is starting to move up. See a lot of guys trying that middle to top line. Still some guys trying to keep it on the bottom. A lot of guys scrubbing speed off from that infield tire. You see Michael Menez, he's switching it up, kind of top one line and then the bottom the next. I feel like trying to find that grip, find that speed. As Zach Staggs got Kendrick Hom and Mitch Webb on the door, knocking at the door for that win. Is Hom on the high side. Contact into the wall goes Kendrick Hom.
To see
Zach
if there's any
Staggs
damage
holds
in
onto
that
it.
front left.
Looks to be okay. Contact is Daniel George Sr. around with some big damage on that car. You can see clearly some steering damage on that car. Take a look at it here. Looks like he's gonna solo spin right in front of the 99. Nowhere for him to go. Big damage.
He was having a pretty good run.
Yep.
But he brings out that first Rocky Top caution. We'll see him getting that car repaired each race. We have 2 faster pairs. So we'll be able to jump right out as we're 7 laps into this 12-lap race.
Still believe that Zach Staggs can get it done, but he has got 2 cars behind him that want that heat win, and they both are knocking at the door. As you've seen, they had ran him down. Looks like we were about to have a 3-car battle for the race lead there. Be very interested to see who can pull it off.
You see Scrotland in the 3 car already up into that 4th spot as we pan to this 8th place car in the final transfer spot, the 99 of Cockrell. Gonna have to defend that with his life as he got Wireball in the 9 and the 044 of Anton right behind him.
I think that Zach Staggs is gonna have to slide up. It appears that middle to top is coming in a lot. No, he liked the bottom line. The heat is off of turn 4. We are getting the green flag just over halfway.
Mitch Webb choosing that outside line. He had choice. He takes away Kendrick Com's fast lane on the outside as there's contact.
Mitch Webb trying to make it work on the top 3-car battle as Scrolin will sneak into the 2nd place spot. Throw a blanket over for 2nd as contact again between Hom and Webb. Looks like Mitch Webb's going to settle down in that 4th place spot. Or never mind, he'll get around Hom. Hom makes contact with him there.
These cars are not battling nicely, and they're in the transfer spot, and that's what happens there as we get our 2nd Rocky Top caution.
Cooper involved with another one there.
Why can't we just all get along? 8 cars making it, but they're running like it's the feature win.
No doubt. As you see, looks like LaJoy just kind of tags Hom and then comes down the racetrack, it appears, and has not been the best race for him as he has been very unfortunate today. Tough pill draw there in the heat. I believe there was contact in the heat race for him, and then been a tough B main. But as we'll have 3 laps to go, can Zach Staggs hold on for 3 more laps, or will we see a guy like Steven Scrolin pick up a heat win?
A lot of things shaking up after that one, as that was mid-pack. We have a whole different 8 cars into those transfer spots. As you see, Wireball into the 6th spot. Senior, who brought out that first caution, now in the 7th spot. And Anton in the 8th and final transfer spot. I think things are going to be interesting these last couple laps.
Yep. Keep an eye out here for the 99 car there in that 9th place spot, knocking on the door of that transfer. It'd be very interesting to see if he can maybe make a move to move into that transfer spot.
You can see the track changing a lot from those heat races.
No doubt. Here we come off of turn number 4 to the going green this time by. So the lights are off on the pace truck. We will go green off of turn number 4. Can we get 3 more laps in the book green here to end off this B main?
Here's an interesting part that I want to point out. That 30 and the 1 car in their heat race got together. They're starting right behind each other. Wonder if anything can happen there as we go back green.
Off into turn 1 and 2. Zach Staggs controlling it. See Scrolin got a run. He's at the door of Zach Staggs. Gave him the room. Let off as Mitch Webb will go to the high side. His contact between Scrolin and Staggs, and around he goes, and caution is out once again with 2 laps remaining. And what a heartbreaker there for Steven Scrolin. I mean, knocking on the door, the heat wind got under him. I believe it looked like he slid up, caught his door, and it just lost all control over the car there. Yep, tried to miss the tire.
Not enough lucky that caution came out. He'll have to battle through a couple cars to get in that 8th and final transfer spot. Not too many laps to go to do it.
No, not at all. I mean, 2 laps is very tricky to go from the back to 8th, and especially in, I mean, you've seen a very competitive field from about that 4th place spot back. So this is going to be an interesting one here to see who can sneak into that transfer spot. As you see the 044 there, I mean, he was one that has been in the back after all those crashes, and now he's done, I mean, completely moved up. I mean, he's right there.
71 of Daniel George Sr. out in that 5th place spot.
What a run
Working
for
his
him.
way up.
His pace lights are off once again, as we will go green this time by Ken Zach Staggs. Hold on to it as he's got Kendrick Hom and Mitch Webb right behind him. A little bit of trouble there with the lineup, it appears. No one filling that 5th place spot gap there. As off of turn number 4, green flag is out. We have 2 laps to go.
A little bit of extra space in that one as Mike Menace jumping to the inside of Kendrick Hom.
See Hom and Webb battling it out into turn 3 and 4. Senior and Wireball will make contact. Menez goes around. And a huge crash as Daniel Senior up and over. Vicious crash.
White
Last
flag was
lap, no
out.
yellow.
As we bring it to the
will-
line.
It'll
Wireball in
be
that final
Zach
position.
Staggs getting the win.
It looks like
And a
Cockrell
huge
moves
crash.
on in that ace spot, edges out the 9 of Wireball. Take a look and
here,
see
if
what
they come
happened.
off the corner, Wireball clips him and just did not let off the throttle and
Driver's
just
side.
murder. A violent crash.
Was in that final transfer spot as well.
Great
Tough.
job by Zach Staggs to bring home that win, though. He did hold off the hard charging Kendrick Hom and Mitch Webb right behind him there. Great job.
Job to that 79, but what a finish to that one. There'll be some bad blood after that one, but how about the 99 of Cooper Cockrell was in the back, was able to jump to the inside line and just edging out Wireball for that final transfer spot.
Yeah, I mean, he had to fight a ton. I mean, caught up in several incidents there. Went, forward, backwards, but finally was able to cap it off with a great finish, as you see track prep beginning here for the Dirt Tour.
What an exciting couple heat races in B mains. That's what you'll get at the Velocity Dirt Touring Series as you see cars jumping into victory lane to get their pictures. But what a great couple of races. And this was your Velocity Dirt Touring Series.